Hello, good afternoon. This is David Stutter talking to you, and today is my weekly trade predictions for the upcoming trading week of December 13th through December 17th, 2021. Okay, and what I'm going to do here is I'm going to look at all the major Forex currency pairs on a 30-minute time frame. All right, and I will do that using my new magnificent trend indicator, which I have pulled on the chart here, and then I will compare that to the 1 hour and 4 hour chart, and also zoom in and zoom out a little bit, so try to give an idea of what's going to be happening this coming week. All right, so to start with, this past week was not a lot of high impact news, but there was a lot of activity. Okay, a lot of movement in the market, which is good. Okay, it can be good and bad, but it was very good this past week because if you were like me, you had a lot of pips you made this past week. So anyhow, with the non-farm payroll report not being so good for the US dollar, the US dollar is starting to retreat, starting to retract, which I had said in last week's video that the US dollar would be sinking. Okay, so it is up and down right now, but overall the US dollar is dropping and will be dropping. Okay, and I'm going to show you that here in a few minutes. All right, now to start with, we have Euro USD pulled on the chart right here, and if we look at this right here, okay, we see that it was pretty much a flat range of market. Okay, the price ended almost exactly where it began. Okay, slightly higher actually, but the fact that we have a red arrow here means that we hit a strong level of resistance. Okay, so like I said in last week's video, we have a lot of gridlock in the market, so we're still continuing to have some of that gridlock in the market. I do feel that we will have trends coming up, and we're kind of starting to see some trends in some currency pairs. Okay, now it happens this Euro USD, these both are fighting to go up. Okay, and both cannot go up at the same time. If one goes up, the other one comes down. So when they're both trying to go up, you're going to have a lot of range of market. But we do have some really good movement here, as you can see. So with the red arrow showing, let me go to the 1 hour chart and show you something. Okay, now we get a little bit bigger picture. Okay, so we know that this is going to be headed down long term. Okay, and like I've always said before, if you have a trade here you placed here and you have some decent profit, you could always close it and take your profit. You don't have to wait to the next blue arrow. Okay, if you look here on the 4 hour chart, then boom, we're going to see something a little bit different here. Okay, just basically a bigger picture. We're going to see a bigger, larger time frame. Okay, obviously it's the 4 hour chart, but from the date is a much bigger time frame, right? So we see the bigger picture of the market here. So the price went up, now it's getting ready to work its way down. Okay, and it's slowly working its way down. Like I said, both fighting to go up, so it's interesting to see what's going to happen. But anyhow, if you keep your charts on 30-minute, 1 hour time frame, I would say it would be definitely good to sell this week. Okay, just got to be patient for this to drop. Okay, I don't know if it's going to, how far it's going to drop. If you look at the daily chart, it's not going to show you anything because my indicator is not designed to run on the daily time frame. All right, but based on this, it should be dropping. Okay, and you just have to hold it. Just wait for a while. Okay, I think we're going to see more of a continuation of that range of market, and you're going to see a slight downtrend develop for this. All right, now let's see for GBP USD. Okay, we kind of see the same thing. If you look here on a 30-minute time frame for Euro USD, all we saw was that one red arrow. If you look here on GBP USD, you see blue arrows. Interesting, right? And like I said before, GBP USD should be going up. All these pairs should be going up if the US dollar drops. Okay, and that's a big if. Okay, and all these pairs are fighting to go up. So as you see, the GBP USD wants to go up, US dollar wants to go up. So we got a lot of range of markets where the price here, the price ended a little bit higher than where it began. So it is showing signs that it wants to go up, and that's good. If we look at the 1 hour chart real quick, we see that yes, it wants to go up. So it is, starting to work its way up. and I believe I showed you this last week, where you draw a trend line. Let me shift the chart a little bit, but we're going to draw a trend line here. Watch this. I don't even think I have to do that big of a trend line. We're going to just go from here. We only need 3 points to make a trend line. Okay, and you see right here we have point, point, point. Okay, that's 3, and actually 4 points here. Now it broke. So, boom. Now we have the perfect buying opportunity for GBP USD. Okay, so if you have not placed a trade yet for GBP USD, you can place a trade right now and just hold it until you get the next red arrow. Okay, which might be a few days. Okay, if you look from this red arrow to this blue arrow here, we're looking from the 30th of November until the 8th of December. Okay, so you're looking at 1 week. So it's already been, 2 days that this since this last signal, but you with this going on right now, you could be easily 3 or 4, maybe even 5 days before we see another red arrow. So, and that's good, so that you don't have to be constantly looking at your computer. Okay, you can log in once or twice a day to check your charts. Just make sure you set a stopwatch, or make sure you set a reminder in your cell phone, like I do. And I have reminders always going off on my cell phone to check my Forex, check my charts. Okay, so that's just my life. But anyhow, it's always a good thing to do. Also, if you look here at AUD USD, which is the next, this one is really interesting. I was looking at this earlier. This one is definitely going up, as you can see, and it looks like it's going to continue going up. And I think we're going to see a big gain in this one. Interesting. But if this one is going up, that means the US dollar is going down. Okay, and you saw in the previous 2 examples, US dollar is not really going down, is it? At least not with those pairs. So here in this particular situation, the Australian dollar is going up. That means the Australian dollar is much, much stronger than the US dollar right now. Okay, and I told you the US dollar has a weak jobs report. So that means the Australian dollar must have a really good job report. Their economy is rebounding, whereas the US dollar is not so much. So interesting. Now let's look at some of the higher time frames. Okay, if you look here at the 1 hour chart, it shows to go up, but it has kind of plateaued, right? And if we look at the 4 hour chart, same thing. But I think we have a long ways to go. We still have a lot of room to travel up. So I would not be thinking to sell. If we look right here, we have a strong level of resistance where we are right now. Okay, that's kind of like Forex 101, basic Forex. But I would expect this price to drop down in the beginning of the week, and then by the end of the week it's going to break. Okay, so if you want, you could put a buy limit pennant order a little ways below here. Okay, about 500 points below, and then catch it when it goes back up. You can also put a buy stop pennant order above this resistance and catch it when it goes up that way. So you could put double buy limit and buy stop, which I've done previous videos in the past demonstrating this. But when you put a buy limit and buy stop, you are trapping the price. Okay, and make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, because I will be putting out some more content about this. All right, but I just want to kind of point that out real quick. But I definitely feel the AUD USD will be going up this week. All right, so next is the US dollar versus Swiss franc, right? USDCHF. And here we see that the price is right sideways. The price ended pretty much where it began, but we have a blue arrow, so we can rest assured that the price will be going up. And that's just fine and dandy, because all the other ones are fighting to go up. Okay, Euro USD is wanting to go up. Like I said, well, actually Euro USD, it wants to go up, but hopefully it's going to be going down. Okay, Euro USD shows to be going down, whereas the USD shows to be going up. Okay, so long term, I do feel that US dollar will be going up. Okay, long term, but US dollar is kind of screwed up right now. But anyhow, this one is showing signs that it wants to go up. If I go to the 1 hour chart, we see a lot of buy opportunities, and we have not hit a red arrow yet. If we go to the 4 hour chart, again, we see a buy opportunity here. And the difference between the 1 hour, 4 hour, 30 minute, on the 4 hour, you want to get fewer signals, right? You're only going to get one signal to buy, one signal to sell. If you go to the 1 hour chart, drop down to the 1 hour, you're going to get multiple buy and sell signals, okay, going in the same direction. If you go down to a 30-minute time frame, you're going to get even more signals to buy and sell. All right, so up to you. I just recommend leave it on the 1 hour chart, but I just want to kind of give you an idea of what's going on. If you look at the 30-minute time frame, and let me zoom in and out a little bit. We zoom out in the market. Okay, this is a 30-minute. Okay, you see that it's starting to go up now. Okay, so we had this big uptrend, we had a short little downtrend, and now it's going back up again, slowly but surely. Okay, so this week we can predict that the US dollar Swiss franc is going to be going up. Okay, now I know I said that the US dollar is weakened and it will be going down, but you know, it's fighting to go up. That's all I can tell you at this point in time. But it did drop right here, and then now it's starting to go back up again. I don't think we're going to see a big gain, okay, in the US dollar. I think long term, over the next few weeks, we will be seeing the US dollar drop back down. Okay, and you go to the 1 hour chart, we see kind of the same thing. Okay, we had a nice little uptrend and then a big drop here, and then it's going back up again slowly but surely. But overall, it's going to be dropping long term. All right, and moving on to USD Jpy. So here on USD Jpy, we see something slightly different, but mostly a range of market. But here on the USD Jpy, it shows to be going up, but it's not really going up, is it? Okay, so that's why I said the US dollar has weakened, and it's just not really going up like it should. If you look at the 1 hour chart, okay, we had some good buy opportunities, and right now definitely shows to be another, right here, that shows definitely be another good buy opportunity. If you look at the 4 hour chart, again, it shows to go up. Okay, so watch for this USD Jpy to be slowly going up this week. If you have not, if you go to the 1 hour chart, you could definitely place a buy trade right now because it is already starting to form. Now, with this being the US dollar, I would wait till at least the London session, maybe even US session on Monday before placing any trades. Okay, up to you, but I don't like to place trades right at the market open on Monday. Okay, the market is too sluggish, and we don't have enough data in the market because of the weekend slumber. We don't have enough fresh data in the market to really get an accurate prediction of what's going to happen. And this is a fresh arrow right here, fresh signal, and it could very well repaint. Okay, this indicator does repaint. Now, as you see right here, it has not repainted yet, so that's good. But who knows? Okay, what if the price drops down more? Then the indicator will be forced to repaint. Okay, we don't know the future, but all we know right now is that yes, we got some blue Heikenhashi candles, and the price is definitely going up. Okay, so that's good news, right? And lastly, with the US dollar versus Canadian dollar, this one, boom, Canadian dollar is definitely stronger here because we had a big drop. Okay, now we have a slight gain back, like a retracement. We had a big drop and then a slight retracement back up, but you notice here we got another red arrow, so meaning this one should be going down. So like I said in the beginning of this video, we have a mixture of different signals, different movements, with the US dollar, Canadian dollar being the most obscure right here, and this one I do feel will be dropping even more. So right now it shows a sell. I think that probably would be safe, But again, this is a 30-minute time frame. If we look at the 1 hour, it shows a sell already, so that's good. All right, and based on the 30-minute, excuse me, well, based on the 30-minute, even 15-minute, don't matter, but it's showing the sell right now. So if you look at the 4 hour, it shows the sell also. So I think this one is going to be dropping. Now we're going to have a massive drop, probably not. Okay, now we have a support right here. We know that for a fact. We had a resistance here. Okay, and again, this is just Forex 101, support and resistance, but we have a resistance here and a support here. Whenever your resistance is broken, it becomes a support. Okay, just like going up in an elevator. Okay, so you go across the first floor, up to the first floor to the second floor, then the ceiling from the first floor becomes the floor on the second floor, right? Second level. So same thing here. You break this resistance, it now becomes a support where we are right now. I think this price will drop to that support and form a blue arrow. If it breaks that support and drops further, we don't know how far it will go, but check this out. We have a resistance right here, okay, and support. Okay, broke the resistance, formed a support, boom. So that would be the next feasible spot, and probably will. I don't know. I'm not a fortune teller, so do not quote me. Do not say that, oh, David Soda said it's going to drop down that far, because I don't know. Okay, I'm 100% honest. I don't know, but I do know that it's going to be dropping. All right, probably in the next week or two. I would probably say the next 2 weeks, and we're already moving into the middle of December. All right, so based on that, Christmas is coming. All right, we know this, right? Christmas is coming, and the market's going to be dead slow. So if we look at the calendar, this week is going to be a busy week, but next week is probably going to be a slow week because we're moving into Christmas. Okay, and then the following week will be slow also because we're moving into New Year's. So the next 2 weeks are going to be slow. Okay, you can trade. Don't be scared. Okay, a lot of people will say, oh, I don't want to trade during the holidays. You can trade, but just be advised that the market's going to be slow. You're not going to make a lot of profit. If you don't want to trade, don't trade. If you want to trade, please do. Why not? Okay, you can definitely make some money. All right, you're just not going to make a lot of profit. You're not going to make a lot of pips. There's not a lot of movement. That's just how Forex works. Now I want to show you something real quick before I end this video. I want to show you this high impact news calendar for this week. Okay, this is kind of important because we have a lot of news here. I'm not going to go over all this. You can look at this yourself. I'm going to put a link for this in the description of the video, but I just wanted you to be aware that there is a lot of high impact news this week. So please, if you can, and I'm guilty of this also, but please take the time to try and mark these times. You don't have to write down the event, what it is. Just put a time, like put an alarm clock in your cell phone, or use a calendar. Okay, use like your Google Calendar or whatever. Use your calendar app in your phone to put these times in there and make reminders. Okay, and the reason being is because you really do not want to place a trade at the time of the high impact news. Okay, I'll wait about 30 minutes, maybe even 1 hour after the release of the high impact news before placing any trades. All right, and I got something bothering my throat, but it's okay. Life goes on. So anyhow, that's going to wrap up my video. Anyhow, I just want to point that out real quick. I know I rambled enough, but if you have any questions at all about these predictions, all right, and if you want me to analyze another currency pair that I did not go over here, I don't mind. Just hit me up on Facebook. There's a link below in the description of this video for my personal Facebook, right? Contact me there first, okay? I also put a link for my private Facebook group where you can join my Facebook group and post any questions or comments in my Facebook group, okay? So with that said, I hope you have a wonderful day, a wonderful week ahead, and just let me know how I can help you. Thank you so much.